Hi, welcome. My name is Ali and I'm from Urban Om Yoga Studios. Today, additional props, I would always suggest having a couple of bricks. If you've got a belt, that would be great towards the end of practice. If you haven't, you could just grab something, I don't know, a dressing gown belt or a normal belt. Even a long sock or something like that is good. It's just to extend our arms to make them a little bit longer. So we're actually going to start standing up today. I want to just try and find some freedom in our body if we spend a lot of time seated, driving, desks at work. So just to give ourselves a nice full release. Not so much standing, we'll soon be coming back down. So standing in mountain pose, deciding whether you want your feet together, heels apart, together completely, or 2-fist gap between your feet. So 2-fist gap, a little bit easier maybe to balance. You're aligning the structure of the bone, the hip, the knee to the ankle. Just start by lifting the shoulders up, back and down. Doing it one way, a couple of times, and the other. You're scooping the belly in, drawing the tailbone down and pulling the rib cage down so we're not arcing into the back. So our shoulders get tight. We spend a lot of time if we're driving, forward folding, that flexion in the back. The shoulders get stiff, so you want to iron that out here. And then let's slide the feet together. Sweep your arms up and overhead for standing half moon. So interlace your fingers and flip your palms up to the ceiling. Now squeeze the rib cage back down. So here you're getting that extension to the wrist, the opposite from that clawing motion. As you exhale, send your hips over towards the left and stretch your upper body over to the right. So now we're squeezing the bottom, we're pulling the belly in, the thighs are really active. The weight goes slightly to your heels. You can look forward, focus with drishti, or you could look up, be mindful of your neck. And then come all the way back through center, realign, stretch taller. Exhale, hips come over towards the right, upper body comes over to the left. Keep the thighs active, squeeze the bottom, weight slightly to the heels. And then inhale, lifts us to come all the way up. Now just relax the arms off and give the shoulders another roll. Separate your feet about hip distance. Have a soft bend into the knee. We're actually going to roll down. I want to take us to dangle. So slowly lower, lower, lower. Loosely hold on to opposite elbows and just gently shake and nod the head, yes and no. Keep the knees bent so we're starting to engage and stretch with the back seam of the leg. With the knees bent, we can soften the lower back that also probably needs a really good stretch. And you can sway from side to side. Doesn't matter whether the knees or the hips join in. It's also an inversion, so the blood going down towards the brain and the face. And then take a pause, just to be upside down. If the hands find the floor, press the hands down and just draw the fingers in towards each other, little crab pincers. And then release it off. And as you start to let your hands find the floor, you're going to walk yourself down onto hands and knees. We're aligning the wrists beneath the shoulders, the knees directly beneath your hips. A few rounds of cat-cow. So keeping the belly toned, let the seat bones lift, toned belly drops, chest lifts, shoulder blades lightly squeeze. As you exhale, tuck under your tail, press your spine up like an angry cat. Inhale, the belly's dropping, the seat lifts, the chest lifts, look up. Take a few rounds here. Enjoy that deep stretching of the shoulder blades pulling apart. And as you inhale, feel the shoulder blades draw slightly back and down. One more, exhale, rounding it out. Press the shins down, hands down. Inhale, let the belly drop. Now find yourself into a neutral spine. I'm going to spin around. So the wrists are still beneath the shoulders. Now our shoulders are going to be tight. So inhale, lifting your right arm up. Feel how the hip wants to draw out. Squeeze it back in, look up to the thumb. Releasing the right arm under. We're not going to stay. Inhale again, right arm lifts. Exhale, right arm threads under. Feel how the ribs are stretching. Inhale, right arm up. Third time, right arm goes under. Settle down onto the shoulder. If your head doesn't find the floor, use your brick, get a cushion. Hips stay leveled and aligned. Left arm can wrap around the back and draw the shoulder up. Breathe here. Keep reaching out through the right fingers to encourage that deeper stretch to the shoulder. Try to keep the hips centred and level and the heels tracking behind the knees. Keep the left shoulder actively drawing up. This is an active pose. We're not chillaxing. We're enjoying a stretch. And then releasing the left hand down, press it down. Inhale, raise your right arm up, look back up to the thumb. And then drop the hand. Let's realign. This time your left arm lifts up, sweep it up, no hips throwing out. Left arm threads underneath. Inhale, right arm straightens back to that left arm lifting. And then again, threading it under. Inhale, lifting it up. Third time, we sweep the arm under. Head, ear, shoulder comes down towards the floor. Remember, if it doesn't find the floor, place it on a brick. Keep threading the fingers through. Maybe now wrap your right arm around the back. If you feel the hips throwing out, try to draw the right hip back to centre. Keep rolling the right shoulder up. Left shoulder pressing down. Keep the tone to the belly, in, up and under. And of course, remember to use your pelvic floor, the very base of your core. Breathe into that stretch, feeling the tightness just gently fade. And then releasing, the right hand comes down. Left arm lifts all the way up. We twist. Hand drops down towards the floor. Coming into puppy pose. So keeping the hips stacked above the knees. Hands can go a little wider. And now encourage your chest, your forehead, nose to come down towards the floor. If it doesn't quite find the floor, again place the chest on a brick or have two stacked hands. Otherwise, melting heart. Arms closer to the ears, slightly more intense. Slightly further away if you're a bit tight in the shoulder. Taking a few rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. If your chin's to the floor, put your forehead back down and start to walk your way up. Now walk your knees out wide. Very carefully, just send your hips down to your heels. With the knees out wide, you're encouraging the spine to have more of a stretch, not looking for a deep round. Arms stretching forward, seat pressing down. Inhales. Exhales. As you rock the weight forward, come into a first down dog, tuck under your toes, lift the knees, belly to thigh, chest towards knees, working out, stretching out your legs. Lift and lower. Back of the legs, hamstrings get tight from being seated, lower back can get stiff and sore. Strengthening in the shoulders here. And then bend the knees as much as you need, otherwise drive your heels to the floor. If you feel you need more of a stretch, hook, say, be your right big toe and first toe onto that groove of your left heel and use it to self-adjust and press the heel down. And then switching it out, pressing down. Remember, we stretch, we don't overstretch. Go to what your body needs. Then the foot comes down. Step your right foot on the outside of your right knee, right foot even, hand, and drop the left knee down towards the floor. If the floor feels too low, then grab your bricks and lift the floor up. So we're coming into a dragon to open out through that tight hip here, releasing and getting a stretch to the outer thigh, hip to buttock. Keep the shoulders soft, keep the neck nice and long, focus on hips. The foot might want to turn out slightly. It might need to work a little further out. Depends on how the structure of the hip and the bone socket work. If you want to drop down to your forearms in these last couple of breaths, if you're not already there, go ahead. Tight hips, inhales, exhales. You could stay here or bend up your left knee, take your right hand back and find the foot, open out the chest. There's a gentle twist. Kick the heel away, squeeze it in, kick it away and pause. And then releasing, hand comes down. Walk the foot in and now straighten out the leg. So you're plugging your right thigh bone in, you're lengthening the crown of the head forward. Hands again can be on bricks. Enjoy that stretch. Exhale, maybe you lengthen over the straight right leg. If that's too much, stay here. Your knee might be bent. It's your stretch. And then we all re-bend the knee, stepping yourself back into downward facing dog. Hands a little wider than the shoulders, bend the knees if you need, squeeze the ribs together, pull the belly in tight. As you bend the knees and lift the gaze, your left foot steps to the outside of your left hand and your right knee now goes down to the floor. If you need to pad the knee, pad the knee. The further you slide it back, the more you're going to waking into this right hip. Staying on the hands. Try to mirror what you did before. Pretend your left knee's got a magnet and it's pulling itself in towards the shoulder. Not letting the head drop, keeping a stretch to the neck. So you might not come down very far. Just breathing here. Again, you could stay here, walk up to the hands. You could do it on the forearms as well. Bend up your right knee, take your right foot, take your left hand back, find the foot. Try to take the pinky toes side, so you're really opening, externally rotating through that shoulders that otherwise fall forward. I want to encourage them, open them up. Keep sinking into that bottom hip. One more breath. And then releasing it off. Hand comes down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Body weight comes forward, so we come into a long, strong plank. We can drop the knees, tone to the belly and lower down. Of course, if you're feeling strong, lower all the way down. Let's come into Sphinx pose. Release off the lower back. Forearms come down to the floor, legs comfortably wide. If you're not sure of the width, loosely hold on to opposite elbows. Press down through the hands, energetically draw them back and pull the chest forward. Try to be quite muscularly soft in the thighs. And hopefully a lovely stretch for the lower back, feeling the shoulders soften back. Too much, remember sliding forward. Always the option to come out. A few breaths in. And a few breaths out. From here, turn your right hand towards your left hand and bend up your left knee. Left hand goes back, it finds the foot. See if you can draw the heel into the buttock. It's your knee, so please be very mindful. You might not be able to hold it, so just squeeze it energetically in. Make sure your left hip presses down. You can spin the hand around. This is half frog. So your right forearm presses down, your hip bones press down, and we awaken that front thigh. Open, releasing the knees. Now lighten the grip. Lean onto your right forearm and kick your left leg away. So now open into a gentle back bend as you press the hips forward, awaking into the hip. Strengthen the right forearm. And then gracefully releasing. Coming back into your Sphinx pose. My back's going to be to you. Left hand turns to right hand, right knee bends. Hold the foot. Start by squeezing it in, kicking it away. Remember, if you can't find it, you could always grab a belt around it. And then hips pressed down, left forearm strong. As you lighten the grip, we turn it into that gentle back bend. Lean onto your left thigh. Left forearm presses down and you're kicking your right heel away from the buttock. So activating the glute, buttock muscle, stretching the hips, right shoulder rolling back, and then carefully lower it back down. Once you've taken just that breath, let your hands come together, your elbows go wide and your forehead comes down. In crocodile, release the back. If your back needs a counter pose, you can rock from hip bone to hip bone, or you bend the knees and just let your legs very gently sway from side to side. And then legs release away. From here, we're going to come into an open wing, another way to open the shoulders. So your right arm will come out towards the side. I'll show you from the side, from the front. So right arm comes out, your right ear goes down. Left finger spider up. You roll a little to the side. This might be where you need to stay, especially if your shoulders are tight. Otherwise, left knee slides up, step one. Arm can wrap around the back. Otherwise, sweep the left foot over, balance on the ball of the foot or sole flat, and then your left arm can wrap around your waist. The more you roll to that right shoulder, then the deeper the stretch. You might move 2 inches. You might just be laying flat, and again, that is your stretch. Enjoy the stretch. There's tone to the belly. The shoulders rolling back, and your right palm is flat to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Release your left hand and carefully lower yourself back down onto the belly. And then we switch it. So the left arm goes out, the right fingers spider up. So the right knee can come up, or it can step all the way behind. So for me, this is noticeably tighter than the other side. We are not symmetrical, so don't expect both sides to have the same sensations. Maybe you can release that right arm. The more you lean to the left, you might lean a lot. You might be able to hold your own hand. For me, impossible. But it is a stretch. Press the fingertips to the floor, press the palm down, keep rolling the right shoulder up. And then carefully we release, right hand down to the floor. Carefully lowering yourself back down, taking a pause back into your crocodile pose. So that pose is, once you know them, you could hold a little bit longer. And then hands pressed down to the floor, pressing yourself up strongly into full plank or 3/4 plank. We're stretching it out into a downward facing dog. Going to come through into a seated shape, having the legs so they're extended forward. Bend the knees a little or a lot. Lift up the arms and hinge forward, belly to thigh, chest to knee. You can hold on to the feet. You could hold on to the big toe. You might choose to use your belt and place it at the ball of the foot. But you want here a long spine from the crown of the head to the tail. You want the shoulder blades to draw in and down. The legs are straight, that's great. If you can hinge forward, you can hold the feet, whatever works. Every inhale, lengthen, shoulder blades down. Every exhale, deepen. Starting to awaken now the back of the legs as we breathe in and breathe out. And then releasing the grip, come all the way back up. We'll take a twist, so bending your right knee. The foot can stay here, 1 fist gap, or it can step over to the left. Wrap your left arm around the right shin, take the right hand behind you. So nice to kind that movement of the spine. So press down to create space and exhale, twist, twist, twist. See how the spine feels as it moves. Remember, the shoulder wants to stay open. The left foot stays flexed. And then releasing back through center, we just switch it out. Right leg comes long, left knee bends. Let's move that. Hand wraps around the shin. Left hand comes behind you. Start with your chin center to chest, otherwise you're simply turning your head. So thinking from the lower spine, the middle spine, the upper spine, and then maybe gazing beyond the shoulder. So finding that nice release if we have been seated for the majority of the day. And then we're back through center. Going to lower ourselves down towards the floor, advising you to have your belt, your dressing gown cord, your long sock, whatever it is with you. You can use, as always, forearms to lower or why not awaken the core. It's a light drop to the chin. Try to think ironing out the bulging of the belly to lower down towards the ground. Once you're long, let the spine settle and actively feel the shoulders roll back. Familiar pose, bending up the knees, coming into figure of 4, it's like a reclined pigeon. Hook your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. This time press your left hand onto the hip and press your right thigh away. Keep the navel pulling in just to help deepen that stretch. You might choose to stay with this or lift your left foot off the floor. Maybe hold the thigh, maybe hold the shin. Flex at both your ankles. You can use your right elbow to squeeze your right thigh away. Keep pressing the tailbone down. How do the hips feel? Hold tension, the motion into the hips. Just breathe it away. As you release that grip, keep the ankle on top of your thigh. Take your arms out, extended or cacti. Let your foot fall over to the left. You want to ground the right foot. If it doesn't find it, it's okay to float it. Now energetically squeeze the right knee away just to release the hips and the groin. Also stretching here, maybe into the outer thigh, hip to buttocks as you awaken those muscles. Last breath. And then come back through to center. Hands come down towards the floor. Now press down through the left foot and squeeze the bottom. And let's just lift up the hips to release again the lower back, but stretch the hips, activate the buttocks. Keep the left foot flat, squeeze and lift. And then lower to come all the way down. Drop the foot down towards the floor. Just let the knees touch into constructive rest to free the lower back. Inhales. Exhales. Now separate the feet hip distance. Left ankle sits on top of your right thigh just beneath the knee. Use the hand to press the thigh away. Use your right hand to draw your hip bone down. Initiate that opening. Remember the breath. Don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. Just stay, or let the right foot come off the floor. Slide the hand between the thighs. Hold on to the hold on to the shin, the thigh. You're squeezing it in. You're flexing the ankles. You're pressing your left elbow to your inner thigh. Relaxing the shoulders. Multitasking at its finest as we breathe in and breathe out. As you release the shin, let your foot come to the floor. Arms out, cacti or straight. Your foot drops over to the right. Press the knee energetically away. So we're not collapsing it, we're squeezing it out. Maybe look towards the left, the right, do whatever you did. So we're mirrored and we're balanced. And then legs come all the way back through to center. Hands come down towards the floor. Stay low, ripple the pelvis if we know it's too much, or press down to get lift. Keep squeezing the bottom, keep pressing the hips up high. Another breath, squeeze, lift, and then slowly lower to come all the way down. This time, just let the soles of the feet meet, that last little bit. Have your palms flat and slide them underneath the buttocks so your thumbs are now touching, maybe the first fingers. Press down through the forearms and just lift yourself up to open out the throat, coming in to a variation of fish. Just to that last little bit to open out through that tight thoracic spine, opening out through the chest and the shoulders. If it's too much for the feet or knees to be wide, let your legs just be straight. Then press down through the hands, the forearms. Use the neck muscles, get the head to lower. Lower the shoulders, let the knees scoop in. Let the legs just gently windshield wipe side to side. As always, any freedom to do any other poses before we come to a relaxation of just a couple of minutes. Otherwise, extending the legs out long. Arms are away from the side of the body. Be comfortable. So even this minute or so here can just let the body reap the benefits of those stretches, helping us to realign, opening out the front line of the body, noting any little tingles in the body, might be just that prana, that energy that's released. Remembering just to take what you need from the practice. If you choose to stay here for a little while longer, that's okay. Just zone me out, press pause. Otherwise, we start to make movements of fingers and toes. You can slide the knees up, roll onto your side. Tends to be the right, but you decide. Press yourself up and come into a seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. So that is the end of a nice opening stretch. So thank you for joining me for class today. It'd be great if you could come back and take a class again or check out other classes available on our demand. Let us know what you thought in the comments, greatly appreciated. Thank you again. Namaste.